no, we don't really do that. It's kind of difficult with this makeup. And then so we talked some more, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'll order it. I'll try it. You know, if I don't like it, I'll send it back. I love a good return policy, if anyone knows me. So then we just talked more and more, and I started to like it more and more, and I call her back, and I was like, this is amazing. I think I want to sell it. I mean, just because it's so cool. The makeup is so neat. So that's kind of how that started, but the makeup is all cream, and it just looks so pretty in the palette, and you can like double dip. Kind of if anybody uses Bare Minerals, you know, you can like dip in different powders. It's kind of like that, but there's no powder mess all over your makeup table. There's no like picking up the black little bottles, looking at the colors and putting it down. Everything is literally right in your hand. So this is the mini double decker. It comes in different patterns. It's free with 10 T-E-N, tens, T-I-N-S. And a 10 is just one of these. Okay, so it's all cream. The eyeshadows, I have a couple in here. The eyeshadows are exactly half the size of a 10. So you can kind of think about what you can fit in a palette. So on this section, I have 6 creams. And on this section, I have like a mix of creams and powders. I have my lip balm in there. So you can kind of think about it like that. So it's not cut and dry, like 10 things fit in this, because it depends if you want a combination of eyeshadows and makeup. And that is the best thing about it. You don't just order the summer palette, you know, and get colors that you may or may not want. You pick what you want always. And then when you're out of one color, you only get the color that you need. So we all have those eyeshadow palettes where we just have the light creamy color. It's always gone, right? I have like 4 of those, had 4 of those. And then I just kept them in my drawer because there was still product left, but it's not the case anymore. So if you use one color a lot, fine, replace it. $12 to replace one color of eyeshadow, but don't replace the others if it's a dark color, you're not using it as much. So that's what I love about it. Again, I can help you pick your colors that are just right for your face. So if you can see on my face already, like the light is hitting me right here, and right here. So those are the places we're gonna brighten. And so I don't have any makeup on right now. I'm naturally shadowed here. I am naturally shadowed there, and those are the places we're gonna shadow. And so what all of this makeup is doing is bringing the attention to where we want it most, like right at our eyes. And it's kind of lifting the face. If you've seen any of the pictures where like a half face, where one side of the face is done, other face isn't, it totally looks way more lifted. I know, Corey, if you're on here, we did like a little thing and she took a picture and you could totally tell the one side, it just looked so much more lifted. So let me know what questions you have as you go through, and I will answer them. If I don't see your comments, I'll answer them after I get off. But I'll kind of talk a little bit as I go, and again, ask away. I know one question that just came up right before I popped on is worried about oily skin. So I get it. I have had like a long history of cystic acne. So when I first knew that it was cream, I was like, oh no, I'm not putting anything on my face. But the foundation colors, the highlight colors, only have 11 ingredients. So it's super clean. If you have sensitive skin, it's great for that. Rosacea, it's great for that. But the product is really clean and it's really light. Oh, thanks, Lindsay. Really light. And there's a couple tips and tricks. I have one friend who is crazy oily. Her skin is beautiful because it's so oily. She doesn't have any wrinkles or dryness, but if you use a setting spray, sometimes that helps. Sometimes like really a primer, if you're super oily, will be good. So I can help you tweak it so it's just right for you. And it's the makeup, again, is not that expensive, and the little, like a primer, that's not expensive either. It's like a drugstore primer. So definitely I can help you. A setting powder, I really like a setting powder for everybody in the summer, but lots of different options. All right, so let me know what questions you have. I'll kind of get started. If you send me your picture, and I sent you that little picture, we call her the hack girl. So hack is short for highlighting and contouring. The first time I came into this, I was like, what is hack? Why is everybody saying it? So hack is highlighting and contouring. All right, so that girl, we call her like the hack girl, and I kind of wrote where your colors go. All right, so this, and if I gave you a color correct color, I'm gonna start there, okay? If you wanna be like super simplistic and you don't want a color correcting color, just ignore me for this part, but I wanna show you. The biggest thing with this makeup is you need the teeniest amount of product. I promise you, you're not gonna believe it. Okay, so this right here, so this is like my whole face in one palette. I'm gonna do a color called Mango. Mango is really good, Frenchy is good. For darker skin tone, sandstone. So again, I'll wrote the color that I think is best for you on your color card. All right, so I like to use my finger for this only because if you use a brush, you can get a little too much product. All right, so what I'm doing now is, sorry guys. It's like backing up a boat or something. I'm just dabbing my finger. That's actually a lot. Dabbing my finger in the product. So I just have a little bit on there. And then, so see how I have like these look purple, like purple undertones to me. So it's all about the color wheel. So now I'm gonna go use an orangish color to color correct for all my artist friends. So that's what makes this makeup so neat. It's not about covering up your face. You're just kind of bringing attention to what you want to call attention to. And you don't need a lot of makeup because you're not covering up. You're just color correcting. All right, so that's the color Mango. I'll step back so you can see. Can you guys see the difference? So that's a teeny tiny amount of product right there on my finger. So I also like this color for any like acne scars. If you can see, my chin is really red. I've had breakouts all over my chin since I was 11. So I kind of do like a little this coating right there because it just kind of tamps down any redness. When I have an active breakout, like a super red breakout, again, I will kind of use this color and put it on top. I have like a little thing right there. So again, you can play around with it, just like it's like a little eraser. So I'll do my other eye again. And the finger is perfect because you just kind of plant it in there. We have some brushes that honestly just fit right in there too, but I want you guys to know that you don't have to have everything. You can totally keep it simple. Just kind of pat it out. All right, so that is the Mango color. If you have anything else you wanna like tamp down, use that. All right, so now for your main highlight color. You guys can think of this as your foundation color. Use my, yes, Jen said she used that color correct on her sunburn, totally. I did a peel and I think because I've been out in the sun, I really burnt my face up a little bit. That color just totally corrects that skin color. And then you can just go about your business and wear your makeup like you usually do. All right, so that was Mango. You can do that step. You don't have to do that step. Totally your call. Highlight color. Okay, highlight, think of as foundation. I'm gonna use a color called Sandy. I can also use a color Amber or even June. There's not just one perfect color, guys. So if your color's out, there's like a sister color that I can kind of switch you to. There's very few skin tones that only can take one color. So just know that because it's color correcting, we're not doing a match of your skin tone. It's like a whole different way to think about it. So I've showed you guys the cheetah method and Barbie showed you the cheetah method and Jen, I think, does the cheetah method, but I like to use my brush. It's just how I like to do it and I want to show you a different way. So again, you can tap in your finger. You could tap in your finger and do a swipe, and then blend it. But I just so this is the B² brush, blush and bronzer brush. Good for so many things, but I love this. If you're only gonna get one brush, I recommend this brush, and I'll kind of show you how I use it for everything. So I just take my brush and just tap in. The tendency might be to swipe, but if you swipe, you're gonna get way too much. So you just tap. Again, there's barely anything on there. And then I'm just gonna stipple this into my skin. So you're kind of, I'm kind of putting some pressure on the brush. You're working it into your skin. The makeup becomes like a second skin. So make sure to get your nose too. I think people forget their nose. These brushes, we have an amazing brush cleaner, so go ahead. Our noses tend to be really red. And this is just gonna even out your skin tone. Now, if you are a minimalist and you have like some beautiful skin, which I've seen lots of pictures of beautiful skin, don't feel like you need to go over every inch of your face. I don't worry about getting up there. I know I'm gonna do contour there. So I get the places that are kind of discolored to me. And then I'm kind of pressing it into my skin. There, done. And I can go even faster if I'm not talking. So that is my main highlight color, all right? Next, contour. Don't be scared of this. I promise it really pulls everything together. Some people are tempted to skip it, but don't. It's so good. Okay, so if you're just using one brush, what I want you to do is pinch your brush like this, okay? Another brush, for my 2-brush people, I use this brush. This is the detail hack. If you're gonna use it for your highlight, you kind of, same way, kind of like stipple it in. So this is really great for contouring that side. But what I'm essentially doing with this brush is recreating that shape by pinching it, like that. So I'm gonna pinch my brush, go into my contour color, and again, I can wear henna, Astoria, olive, indigo. I mean, again, it's creating a shadow. There's not just one perfect match. So if your color goes out, it's okay. It's fun to try a couple new ones too. I mean, it's fun to kind of mix it up. So I'm going with the angle of my ear. Do you see that? I'm gonna blend it, but I just wanna show you the shape. And you kind of do like a little Nike swoosh at the end. If you have like a rounder face, you can do like a direct cut down to your mouth, but I like to do like a little swoosh, okay? Just like that. Again, it's blendable, so there are no mistakes, like my little Bob Ross thing. If you make a mistake, you just blend it out or use the perfector sponge, which I'm gonna show you really quick. It's a little purpley. If you guys have a beauty blender, I promise you this is different. It starts off, like oh, there's one. So this one is not wet. This one is wet. See how much bigger it is? So it starts dry. You get it underwater, you like wring it out, and then it gets inflatable, and then it's so soft. Like this little tip right there is really good for helping the makeup not settle into fine lines. But anyhow, if you get too much, you can just really dab it out with this thing, and it's not taking anything else off. It just takes the excess off. So I love this if you're older and you're kind of starting to get some fine lines, and if you're also new. It's just like a little eraser, a little, you know, friend to have along if you get a little too much somewhere. All right, so back to that. I'm gonna, yes, Kim, for sure. Kim, this video will be here, and then I have so many videos in my Share the Love group. You guys, if you wanna type that in, it's Share the Love with Micah Jewel. I have these videos, tons of these, or just that'll just focus on contour or just focus on eyes. So you'll never be without help, I promise you. And you can always just call me. But there are so many videos. I've been making videos for 2.5 years. So there's lots, and I probably do at least 1 or 2 a week. Also, your makeup comes, you know the card, you're welcome, Kim. You know the card that came with that I sent to you? A blank card comes with your products. So you can always use that as a reference. But I think it takes, like, anybody with their makeup can chime in, but once you do it a couple times, you don't need to look at it. You just go to town. So I accidentally dipped in my blush a little bit. So this is the contour. And again, if you have like a teeny tiny head, you don't need to go like as thick as me, but I like to kind of go thick. So contour, I put it here. So one, 2, and then I always do it here, no matter what. If I'm feeling fancy, or if this area is something you really want to slim down, I can help you specifically, but, so I do this every day. 1, 2, that's what I contour. But if you want to, you can contour like kind of your jawline a little bit. So this is not for my minimalist. You kind of just go on that shadow and then take it down. If anyone's kind of has like a little extra skin there they don't love, again, you can kind of contour that. It's super fun. I mean, these are kind of some fun ways you can play with it. Again, that's not a have to, that's if you want to. So this is all the same color, right? But I always do it there, and I always do it there. And this is where you're getting that lift in your face. They call it a push-up bra for your face, and again, my cheeks look like, when you get older, you like lose that like chubbiness to your cheeks. But it kind of helps them like recreate that look, right? Another thing you can do with your contour is eyebrows. I'll show you that while I'm doing contour. This is our multitasker brush. Also, especially during quarantine, if we have any like grays popping up here, I do this all the time. You can kind of like touch up grays. My mom, even though she used to have super thick hair like me, now has super thin hair. So at her part right here, we'll even take the contour color and just kind of darken up her part. Again, it's super light. It's not like a lot of heavy things, but there's so many fun things you can do with it, which is just why I love this makeup. It's so versatile. You can also use these color on your eyes. All right, so same brush. I'm gonna kind of fill in my eyebrows a little bit with my contour color. This is the multitasker brush. I'm just making like little brush strokes. Again, it's super light. You can go as heavy-handed as you want. I mean, everybody has some particular brow opinions. Another thing you can do, this is fun. Okay, there's my lips. Watch this. It's like you give yourself like a little pouty lip. Again, this isn't like every day. This is like if you like makeup and you're having some fun. But I'm still using the same color. So it's not like a whole list of other products. It's the same color that I'm just kind of playing with. The same thing, you can also contour your nose. Again, I don't do this every day. If I'm feeling frisky, I will do it. But it's definitely not like a must-do thing. But I want to show you because we're doing contouring and highlighting basics. So you can use a variety of brushes. But basically, what you're gonna do is, most people would go on the side of their nose like this, but you want to cheat in a little bit. So I'm just going to cheat in and then cheat in. And I know this is looking crazy,